And what this is telling you is the change in America in AI versus non-AI IT postings. AI job postings are up by as much as 448% over a period of 7 years, while the non-AI jobs have shrunk by as much as 9%. In fact, what's interesting is the AI jobs exist and the opportunity to apply AI exists in every sector of every industry. So if you look at this picture here, which is showing you a percentage of job postings by each sector, each industrial sector, whether it is information industry, professional, scientific, and technical services industry, and then it's trying to rank it based upon intensity of the sector's AI related jobs. So, in other words, what proportion of jobs within a certain industry were posted for AI, and therefore they created this AI intensity measurement. And notice what's going on in this. Anything that's in the middle of this chart here, so the top half of this chart, that's information, professional, scientific, and technical services industry, finance, and insurance industry. In these sectors, practically all work is knowledge work. The greater the knowledge work, the greater the opportunity there is to implement AI, which of course begs the question, okay, what are the industries where perhaps the intensity is the lowest? Perhaps they are not quite as applicable, where AI would be quite yet as have a profound impact, at least at the time of this data collection. So that tells you accommodation and food services, support services, public administration, real estate, rent and leasing, and so on and so forth. And this is not just one research, one organization's data. Have a look at the data from Zoom Info, which is tracking the AI title trends. So these are job postings that have AI in their title of an overall trend for the last 3 years. There is a 200% increase in AI related jobs despite the rise of AI engines, AI services such as ChatGPT. And AI is still very much a focus. If you drill down into this graph, AI is very much a focus in broad engineering disciplines. So here is an example. The AI dominant sectors remain any of the professional, scientific, and technical industry, the information industry, manufacturing, finance and insurance, retail and trade. More and more of jobs, or 89%, almost 90% of the jobs in this industry are have AI job concentration. So tough luck. If you are in these industry and if you're not using AI, there is a problem. So let's take a step back. If you happen to be in any of these industries, if you're a professional, if you're a scientist, if you are a technician of some sort, if you happen to work in the information technology industry, if you're working in manufacturing, finance, or in retail, you are expected to use AI, because guess what? Your leaders are already serving mandates and pushing out notices to use AI. Let's have a look. Let's go to Act 2. So now we're going to look at the mandates from the various CEOs, because now they are no longer asking their employees to experiment with AI. They are now altering the fundamental consumptions of employment. So in this section, we are going to look at some of the examples, and these are not meant to call these companies out negatively in any shape or form, by the way. These are purely examples where there was public data available of the mandates from the CEOs and what happened subsequently. Toby Lutke, who is the CEO of Shopify, fellow Canadian, so I thought I'll start there. So he issued a post on Twitter, well, now known as X, in April of 2025. And he had 6 mandates. That the fundamental expectation is that AI proficiency is non-negotiable. They colloquially call it get stuff done, or the GSD, get S done prototype. So AI should be a part of the prototyping. Performance reviews, performance is now being graded using AI, and so on and so forth. But really, the crux of his mandate was AI usage is now a baseline expectation at Spotify.